Well, it is time to start getting ready to file your taxes starting today. The Internal Revenue Service will accept and process tax returns.
The IRS is expecting to receive 168 million individual tax returns this year.
I'm going to help you navigate a little bit. Chief Tax Information Officer Mark Stieber with Jackson Hewitt joining us now. Mark, thank you for your time. I can't imagine. What are some of the changes that we can expect going into this season?
Yeah, 2022 will not be like 2021. There were a lot of changes that came into place, not just as a result of life changes, people getting married, having children, adopting, but a lot of the benefits that were put into place during the height of the pandemic expired. The child tax credit, dependent care credit, earned income credit, being able to deduct a charitable donation without itemizing, those all reverted back to pre-pandemic amounts. So as you're doing your taxes this year, if you didn't do a mid-year and a year-end checkup, you might be in for a little bit of refund surprise and not of the good kind. So it's probably an important part to start early this year in case you need a little more time.
Well, speaking of starting early, a lot of people postpone it as long as they can, procrastinate. How early should people be filing their taxes?
This year and every year, you should file as early as you can, and for three reasons. If you file early, and even with some of the pullback on some of the benefits, we still expect refunds to be north of $3,000 on average for federal. 3 out of 4 people get them. So if you file early, you get your money early. You don't have to be Elon Musk to know that makes sense. And if you file early, you lock up your data with the IRS for yourself, your spouse, your children, so some schemer who bought or stole your data can't swoop in. And finally, file early because, as I say, a lot of things change. Start a side gig, virtual currency trading, got married, got divorced. You may need a little more time, and midnight hour on the 18th is not when you want to be looking for records.
No. And Mark, walk us through, I guess, some of the changes here regarding these online payments. If you use something like Venmo or a Cash App, what rules are now in place as far as having to declare some of that?
Well, there were rules, and then there were new rules, and then there were repealed rules. So I'll kind of tell you the overside rules are you still owe money to the tax authorities for any income-based business. You got a side gig, you're on eBay or Etsy selling stuff, you're supposed to pay taxes on that, as we all know. Starting this year originally, if you had more than $600 in payments from Venmo or any electronic platform, you were going to get a new form, a 1099-K, detailing that out so the IRS could keep track of it. Well, they kicked the can down the road right there at the end of December, so that really is not in place till next year. Those 1099-Ks on that lower amount, the $600 amount, and one transaction won't be in place till 2024. You still owe money on anything you got that you're making money off of, but next year they'll start tracking that a lot closer. So this year, if you're doing it, probably a good year to start getting right.
And start doing it right now. It's confusing already just thinking about it. So great advice, Mark. Thank you so much.
Thank you.